Welcome back, everybody. And from West Michigan to the Miss Michigan stage, she is getting ready to represent our state on a national platform. Our next guest is really showing us what that Michigander pride is all about. We have Michele Lewandowski, our Miss Michigan 2025. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. We're in the presence of royalty, and we are so happy to have you here, especially because you are less than a month away from competing. You have to tell me what's going through your mind right now.
I am so ready.
Yeah.
I have been at this for 3 years trying to win this Miss Michigan USA title. So now that the time's finally here to go to Miss USA, I couldn't be more excited to step on that stage. I'm just so ready to be there.
I'm so glad to hear that, especially because, you know, this is when a lot of those jitters come in. When you start kind of second guessing and questioning, I love the fact that you feel so prepared and so ready to show everybody what being a Michigander is all about. So speaking of, tell us who Michele is. Tell me who you are behind the sash and the crown.
Behind that, well, I grew up in West Michigan, so I always say West Side, Best Side. I'm a little biased. I love it over there.
And that's
so
okay.
Coming over here is a little bit foreign to me, but other than pageantry, I'm actually in graduate school at Michigan State. I'm getting my master's in ABA and ASD.
Awesome.
So I'm really excited to continue my work in that.
Love to hear that. So you got some of that Spartan blood in you too, right?
Yes, Spartan blood.
All right,
yes,
West
green and
Side
white.
Michigan, green and white. There you go. Well, I know pageants are something that you grew up watching. And like you just said, 3 years in the making, you finally got that crown. So how does it feel that, you know, something you used to watch on TV, now that you're that person for somebody else?
It's kind of like an out-of-body experience, almost. Like I rewatched actually Miss Michigan USA a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, is that me? That's me on that stage. I actually won. So it's a humbling kind of out-of-body experience, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, humbling out-of-body experience. We're actually looking at it right now. Now here's that moment, you and the runner-up, you guys are hugging. What was going through your mind when they put the crown and sash on your head?
Well, the very first thing going on in my mind is they said your first runner-up is. So I was trying to think, okay, they're not calling me. Let me look and see what her title is. So if they're calling me or her, I know. Once they called that first runner-up, I knew that it was me, and I immediately just started shaking, crying. It was the best feeling ever. The first thing I did was look out into my family, into the crowd. It was so special.
Oh, I love hearing that.
So
I love
special.
hearing what that moment is like, because you get the goosebumps all over again for you. Look at this photo. This is absolutely beautiful. Now, we know one thing about you is that you're very passionate about helping children with autism. So kind of tell us where that passion came from.
I always grew up knowing that I wanted to work with kids. My mom's a daycare provider, so kind of growing up around little minds and seeing the way that they do things always interested me, but then I didn't really know how I wanted to work with kids. And then my nephew was diagnosed with autism. I remember being so scared when I first heard that because I had no idea what it was. So once I did find out what it was, I was able to observe him and observe how he was growing throughout therapy. And once I knew you could merge kids and autism, never have looked back.
That is wonderful. Now, once Miss Michigan, once your reign is over, tell us what kind of plans you have to continue pursuing this after.
Well, I have one more year in graduate school, so I'm really excited to wrap that up. And then after that, I hope to work as a BCBA for a few years, and then I'd really, really love to open my own clinic. I think that would be so fun and so exciting.
Yeah, so exciting. We're so excited to see all that happen for you. But like we said, in really just a few days, a few weeks, you're going to be representing Michigan across a national stage. So what do you want people to know about being a Michigander?
Ooh, we're proud and bold and strong in who we are, and that's exactly what I'm going to show on the USA stage.
Absolutely, and that is something I know is true. We are strong, bold, loud, proud. And of course, as you make your way there, how can we support you in your journey?
Just following along on all of my different social media platforms. I love words of encouragement, so if you also want to reach out, text me a good luck. That would be much appreciated.
Absolutely. Well, Michele's socials are right there below. Make sure you send her a message of good luck. We'll send you a care package, but you're going to do fantastic on that stage. So thank you for representing Michigan, and we can't wait to see all that you do.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Well, stick around, everybody.